Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Aries Sky Read-A-Lee's video blog. I'm Aries Sky. So I told you as soon as schooling was done, I would get online for a few more hours and try to finish up the spreadsheets that I can today. And then I will take a break for tomorrow's spreadsheets. So I don't want to spend 3.5 hours online, but I told you guys to stand by, so brushing my hair. Supposed to go to Portland today with everything going down the toilet. I figured, fuck it, ain't going to Portland. So, anyways, there's a lot of shit going down the pipe right now. A lot of shit going down the pipe. So I was just telling family who offered me a washer and dryer. So I think they were going to try to sell it to me, and because it recovers some money, but. So my cousin asked me about DuckDuckGo, and I said, well, I don't know anything about DuckDuckGo. So they're like, oh, and I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay. And I was like, yeah. And so we were talking about, DuckDuckGo, and, I said I don't know anything about it. They were like, "Oh, what do you know about DuckDuckGo? I don't want to be tracked." And that's the weirdest thing in the world. I mean, so I turned around and I said, what you need to do, I said, is not worry about it. Sounds kind of shady, to me. I mean, literally, you asked me specifically, how do I not get tracked? Well. I've used DuckDuckGo, but I found so much spam on my computer because of it. It's bullshit, So this one went up $40. I mean, literally, since last month, they decided to raise it because everyone wants fucking Christmas money, so they're going to try to scalp you and raise the price. So I turned around and told my cousin, about tracking, I said, well, what's the point of tracking me? What are they going to learn? I live in a recreation state. I like my alcohol from time to time, which is very rare anymore. I like my tobacco. I put my rabbit ahead of me. Look at little Boon Boon. Isn't he so cute? Hello, Boon Boon. And so, people turned around, and they're like, oh, well, what do you make of this and what do you make of that? And I'm like, I don't make anything, that's the thing. I don't really care, Laying down, reading a catalog, so cool. Yeah, I got some catalogs too. It came today, cigar catalogs and a Venus catalog, and I was like, yeah, I was more interested in the letter because I have informed delivery, and informed delivery tells me what Social Security tells me, and so, and so it's like a Social Security letter. I'm like, okay, cool. So, anyways, my family has asked me specifically, well, I said love. I called my cousin Love by mistake. So Love, you see that? That's funny. I usually never call my cousin Love, so that tells you right there I'm not with it. But anyways, I told my cousin, I am a boring person to the point of no return. Basically, if someone wants to track me, they can track me. Whatever they can find out. I mean, literally. I mean, here's how I see it. Okay, we're talking about the election, right? I should tell her. Hold on. I need to turn my my thing off because of it. Okay, so, dude, I said this. What the fuck is wrong with these fucking son of a bitch motherfuckers? You fucking cock-sucking son of a bitch bastards. This is the problem with these fucking assholes algorithms. You gotta put in the system so you can fucking make these son of a bitch bastards work for you. That's what really fucking pisses me off. You're getting ready to lock and load, with your pricing here. You're like lock and load, pricing's ready to go. Instead, you get fucking shit on, and then you look at it like, what the fuck am I looking at? And they're like, oh well, and to me, it fucking sucks. Literally, we're standing in the middle of whatever. I'm trying to get some spreadsheets done, and because it's a boring thing of mine, and instead I turn around and look what happens, literally. So my family turns around, and they're like, what about DuckDuckGo? To me, I'm like, dude, I mean, literally, with the way things are looking, okay, I'll tell you my true opinion of this shit, My true opinion is, I should just tell my, you know, uh, so I'm not the type of person, So I turned around and told my cousin, right, you know, I'm live. But anyway, so oh yeah, I gotta charge my phone up just in case, That's the other problem. That charger fully used up the battery calling her mom. So I was like, shit. So I gotta charge her up, do a spit of tobacco. There we go, charge this bad boy up. There we go. So I turned around and told my cousin-in-law I'm going to be live. So, I told moderator Hannah I'm going live. And so, basically, but yeah, the freaking problem is I was telling my family, I was joking with her. And I said, yeah, I said, it must suck, on the grounds that, you know, that people want to track me. Here's how boring I am. All right, let me tell you how boring I am. All right. By the way, I love all of you. So I'm boring as hell, right? So the government. The funny thing is I had a discussion with the government a long time ago, about 2 years ago or so, and the guy asked me all these questions, personal questions, and he's like, "Yeah, well, you've had the Secret Service and the FBI and other agencies in Central Washington looking and checking it. What the fuck? See, that's where the fucker thinks that someone's gonna pay him $800 for a fucking game, and then you turn around and you say, "Fuck you," Whoops. Oh yeah, I got to check on a couple of things anyway. I mean, literally, the guy turns around, and so, anyways, talking about these agency things, right? And they actually pick your brain at times, And I was like, dude, look, um, you guys want to sit here and pick my brain, the fucking problem isn't picking my brain. And they're like, well, what is the problem? I'm like, well, who wants to track me? I mean, literally. I don't have a cell phone, so as long as I don't have a cell phone, I can use my phone. Like whatever. I mean, literally, what are they gonna do? You know, there's too many people out in the world, right? They turn around and they're always talking about, oh well, we're being tracked. I mean, literally, what's really bad is right is I have a family that I appreciate my family. The president needs you. Look, I got 6 emails, 3 from Eric Trump asking for money. Sorry to say, I ain't supporting you guys. I ain't supporting Biden either. So I asked my father-in-law today, what happened? Did the election get is it certified? Is it official? And he's like, oh, yeah, Biden's the president. We'll talk tonight. Woot, woot. And I'm going, literally, I got Chloe saying Biden's our president. I got freaking Poppy saying our president. And I got every one of my Trump people that like Trump on my channel saying, the Trump won. Well, we know Trump won. But as I kept fucking saying, it's like, literally, and yet, it's bad. So Chloe went ahead and did this. So now I got to figure out how to take the toilet apart to put this in, or call the manager and say, look, I bought the parts. Will you go replace the toilet part for us so it works? I've already bought the parts. Just fix my toilet. So, that's Chloe. Tara, my cousin Dinky's probably standing around. She's probably not watching me anyways, because, she'd tell me if she's watching, but yeah, I gotta check my balance, make sure I'm still good. So anyways, so I think my cousin Dinky, if she saw it, we bought the toilet parts. The reason for it is I don't want to the manager keeps telling me to fix everything myself. It's like the fucking stove the other day. You need to fix your stove. It's like, I don't want to fix my fucking stove, literally, And then on top of that, it's sad. It's literally sad, But anyway, so my family was worried about the election, the current the future administration, right? So she said that the future administration, right? She's worried about it. Kind of paranoid, not terrorist. Chloe's paranoid too. But she's afraid that Donald Trump's going to stay in power and everyone's going to be crushed under his dictatorship. And I sat there going, give me a break, right? I mean, you got what you want. What more do you want from us, Oh, well, that reminds me. It's on the table somewhere. So I got to 11:27 to fill out a turkey card for a 12-pound turkey. So anyway, so my cousin and I were laughing and joking about stuff. And she was asking me, about DuckDuckGo, and I was like, oh yeah, I used to use it, but put a lot of spyware on my computer. That's why I removed the damn thing. I figure if I'm gonna have spyware, we might as well have, Google do it, But with Google, I have all this programs in there that keeps everything out, and I have the latest router, which means it's basically configured to keep 99.9% of hackers out, So, but then again, the web company, they track you. So, for example, as I was telling my cousin, sometimes people are boring, right? So what if I turned around? Excuse me for a second. I can use the restroom. What if I turned around, right? And government decided to go and track me and what Chloe's doing, right? They'll go and track it, right? I mean, literally, I'll tell you, a couple of years ago, when the government came to visit, apparently they tracked our internet, right? But they couldn't track the internet because the router was off. So when I left for Portland, the router was turned off. And when I came back, well, it's a different story, So, but anyways, here's the deal, okay? They could track me, and what are they going to find? YouTube, Amazon, PlayAsia, RPG Gamer, the occasional stimulus check website. When they go and see what I'm focusing on, they're going to think I'm the most boringest person in the world. Yeah, I know. They could turn around and message me and be like, you couldn't have done that for your cousin. Well, guess what? My cousin was kind of concerned, so I decided to send a message and say, look, if you truly want protect yourself, check out Tor. Now everyone knows what Tor is. Tor is like the deep web, and I hear it's got a 99.9% protection rate. Now I know Hannah could message me about that. I don't know anything about the deep web. She might not either, but Brad might, that's the thing. So I don't know anything about Tor, the Tor browser or the deep web. Basically, it protects you. So if you download Tor, apparently something happens. Rumor has it there's two things that happens. Supposedly from Aaron and I will get the information before I actually tell you the rumor. So, but anyways, I'm going to talk to Poppy tonight about it. So, but anyways, there's a few rumors going around about Tor, but the thing is, I don't know anything about Tor. That's what I told my beloved cousin, I don't know anything about Tor. I wish I knew something about Tor, but actually I don't, because of it. Or crap, I put in the wrong number. You see, sometimes I run so fast I can't remember everything, and I'm like, oh yeah, And then I realized I need to use an ear cleaning tip again. My ear's always clogged up. Half the time it's clogged up, and the other half the time there's other things. So I'm trying to finish up some spreadsheets tonight. I really figured if everyone wanted me back here, they would be happy for me to be back, and then they could talk to me, while I'm doing spreadsheets and stuff. But if they're not going to talk, then what's the point of even being here? I mean, literally. So I told Hannah I'd be back, but one of my mods, Sass, thought we had uh, other issues, So, and some people ask me, well, what about your school, your Bible school course, whatever? Ebony needs his cage cleaned. Oh, my boons live in Texas. Do 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 do. I just love that little guy. You know that. Hold on one sec. Okay. Anyways, better get some of that perfume ready so it don't smell too bad. And then I'm gonna have to open up another bottle soon. There we go. That'll make me smell a little better for a bit. Then I gotta go online to find out how much my perfume is gonna be and if I can order 8 bottles. So we're gonna order 8 bottles. So there we go. Dude, that's not what I wanted. I said, fuck. There we go. Let's just go. There we go. $10. All right. So what if I want to buy? Hold on. 20% off. Click here. Okay. I don't care. All right. So let's just go click. So it cost me $87.87, and I can use, in stock, ready to ship. So it'll cost me that should be good enough for Christmas time. So check out. I'll check out with PayPal. Then I don't have to worry about my perfume because that's one of the few things I use a lot of. People say to me, "Oh, how come you use a lot of perfume?" Because I don't take a bath every day. I'm like a hillbilly. Mommy's a hillbilly. Hello, my name is Hillbilly. Ah. Did I take my medicine today? I don't think I did. Whoops. Hello, my name is. Alright, grab my pill here. I get a refill soon, anyways. I'm feeling pretty damn good today with all the, all of that I've done. I'm feeling pretty damn good, you know. Damn. It's getting harder and harder to do these. I mean, literally, you gotta go here. Then you gotta go here. And then you gotta go all the way up here again to open the third window. Because they don't make it easy. Alright. And then, because this is a game series, it's easy. Chloe's like, how come you didn't finish the last one? Because I was too busy watching TV and not giving two shits. I'm more interested in other things, you know, like living life the fullest. Literally. While Chloe wants to fucking sit there and be bitter. You know, I don't remember who it was, but I think it might have been my cousin Dinky and Tara both talking about fucking. I don't remember. You know, it was. I just can't fucking remember. You know? You know, it was like, you know, something about Chloe being bitter or something. I was like, yeah, so true. One day I'm gonna have to fucking sit down and watch some reviews. Alright, see what's going on here. So, anyways, just one person watching, and that's it. Everything's boring as shit. So I thought I'd spend some time tonight doing something else, you know. Had a couple gummy bears, that was about it. I'm just getting to the fucking point where I'm getting too damn tired, you know. And Trump, you know, all this news about Trump and Biden, it's like, I don't care. I mean, we already know Kamala Harris is going to be the, you know. So, Bob Barr wants to now tell his federal prosecutor to look into unsupported allegations of voting irregularities. Right. So, even McConnell doesn't want Biden to be president. Wow. Let me see. All right, hold on. Big deal. So, let's see. So, hold on. So apparently half the Republicans are not accepting Biden as president-elect. So, apparently they either have evidence or they're keeping a tight lid on it. Hey, assassin. So, anyways, the point is like I said, just reading some news, and it looks pretty shitty. So, anyways, I'm just trying to do what I can tonight, spreadsheet wise. I got tomorrow to go. I also got to fix the toilet eventually. You know. I'm getting a little groggy myself. People sit there and say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that." And it's like, dude, I'm getting to the fucking point where I'm getting tired as hell. The real problem is that, you get so damn tired, you just want to sit there and say, why, oh, why. And it works. you know. So I'm always talking about that. So what's up, Sass? Trying to get my projects done. I don't want to spend all night, man, watching fucking TV or being on YouTube. I just want to fucking relax. I mean, Mondays and Wednesdays are draining because of school. Or, the Bible study thing. And then. But, since I came back, it's been so quiet. No one's even said anything sassy, not even anyone. I mean, literally, it just feels, I don't know. But anyway, Sassy, I got to tell you a story. So my cousin messaged me asking me about websites that can, basically on Messenger, like an email saying, hey, Hannah Bug, here's the story. So ask me outright if there's any websites that can block people, what the internet's doing, right? So I said, well, they asked me about DuckDuckGo. Well, my thing is, if you're going to fucking ask me a question like, how to avoid the government tracking you, I was like, maybe you need to follow a cue from Pee-wee, because she was talking about, not wanting to be tracked, because of the new administration. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is wrong with these, in my head? What's wrong with these people? You're on a messenger program going, do you know anything about DuckDuckGo? I hear that helps with not being tracked online. If you use a fucking computer, but if you use a tablet or a phone, they're still going to track you. Their phone's got a GPS built in. I mean, literally, my phone has a GPS, but I've deactivated the GPS. I've deactivated about 99% of the apps, and the battery still drains like crazy. So she was asking me a question, and I said, well, I used to use DuckDuckGo, but put too much spyware in my damn system and bogged it down. So I was like, I don't know anything about it. And she was like, Well, it sucks. The government has tracked you for years. The government tracks you for years only if you give the government the tracking. Look at Pee Wee. Pee Wee admits that she's like she said, like a conspiracist person. You know, she's admit that. She's like, well, I support Trump. I'm a conspiracist there. Well, good for you. I don't care if you're a conspiracist. I mean, literally. I mean, there's too many people out there that I'm not talking Pee Wee. I'm talking about overall general people out there that believe that we're going socialist or we're going communist or wherever. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen for the future. I'm still waiting for God's answer. But my point is Pee Wee said it best herself. To avoid being tracked, don't use your phone. But what if you don't want to be tracked, and yet I mean, look, the government is making it easier and easier to be tracked with 4G, 5G. I mean, literally, the only way you can basically stop being tracked is, other issues. I mean, look, my family said they would never have a Google Home Hub or a Amazon Alexa in their house, right? I turned off the microphone. I've flipped the switch. I've hid the camera so the camera can't go on. Of course, no one calls me on that. It would be cool if someone did, but you get the idea. So I've deactivated this and that. But the point is how many fucking people out there are sitting there? I mean, literally, to me, I'm thinking, look, as I told my cousin Dinky and others messaged me, I said, look, I've said this even in my own fucking podcast, quote, unquote. I am the most boringest fucking person in the world. What are you going to do? Roger, Rita's ordering Christmas stickers for her wrapping paper. Roger. I mean, is that all they're going to fucking talk about? Or are they going to sit there and go, yeah, Rita's ordering wrapping paper. Rita's ordering candy for the Christmas stocking. I mean, literally, how fucking boring is that? Rita hasn't left her house in 60 days. Well, we're in a coronavirus. What do you want me to do? You want to fucking track everything? Or Rita ordered $700 in canned beans over. I mean, literally, how fucking stupid is that, man? I mean, look, who cares what people want? Family wanted to know, so I said, look, I heard from hubby. I've heard from, not heard from hubby. Sorry, let me correct that. My husband used to tell me, and Chloe keeps reminding me of a program called the dark web, also known as Tor. Now, I don't know anything about Tor. I've heard rumors, but I'm not going to go and spill it or talk about it or say, oh, yeah, it's really cool. Tor is the dark web. So my family asked about DuckDuckGo, and I was like, I don't know anything about it, but you can always check this out. I found a link. And so I told her, that if she wants to really look into that she should, look into Tor. I said, if you're really that afraid of the administration going paranoid, then look into Tor. I'm like, Tor might help you, Tor might not help you. The thing is, you might want to just look into it, right? Well, you know how she is. As beautiful as, she's just like, well, and I'm like, yeah, okay. So, with me, I was like, if you really want to get something moving along, you might want to, you know, and so I'm saying, use Tor. And she's just like, to me, I think if you're going to fucking do whatever, right? And family messages and says, oh, I'm so paranoid, the new administration. Do you have something that can fucking help me avoid whatever, being tracked? It's like, first of all, as I was trying to tell her, that if you're going to not track yourself, then you don't need a phone. I mean, literally. First, you turn off the phone. They make it so you cannot actually deactivate unless the phone is completely turned off with no phone number in it for you to actually deactivate through a special program to deactivate the entire GPS system. It's like going there on the computer and you're standing around on your laptop on Windows 10, and all of a sudden you get this device pops up and says your GPS has been activated on your computer. Well, on Windows 10, laptops, etc., it does that. But on a desktop, there is no GPS. The desktop on the GTS has to activate a mini GPS window inside Chrome that says, do you want to give the website your actual address, for that, It's for security purposes. I mean, hello, Pee-wee. It's for security purposes. For example, sis, you turn around and, like you order some on Best Buy and it says, without your number, your card can't be activated. We can't accept your card, so you have to give a working number. And if the working number doesn't work, the order's canceled. So, like Amazon only uses your phone number if you need you're logging into on another computer from somewhere else and they send a text, and that's the only reason. But otherwise, PG&E even knew when I got a new space heater. I called them and they asked me what new application did I get, knew where it was on. I do not own a cell phone. My husband does. They always want your mobile number for. I know. I mean, literally, my cousin asked me, the other day, is there something that can help me from being tracked, right? Here's the problem I have with that, okay? Here's what I have the problem with. Now, Pee-wee, I hope you can bear with me. Hold on. Did that actually go? Great. So apparently, fucking son of a bitch, I gotta fucking redo this again. So if you guys see what happened, the damn dish thing didn't dissolve at all. So I gotta fucking turn around and wash the dishes a third time because the dishwasher detergent didn't dissolve. Which means I gotta clean it and put in a fresh tablet. It's one of those dissolving tablets. Oh, by the way, Pee-wee, before I continue, now I just gotta get the toolbox out and hopefully that fixed the fucking problem. The manager emailed me, fucking cunt turned around and told me that even though I paid for the part, I might as well just pay the fucking repairman to do it myself. Otherwise, if I do it myself, I better invest in a fucking shop vac because then I can be an expert on how to repair toilet innards. Fucking bitch telling me, alright, let's try this again. This is the fucking third time I'm washing this. The dishes are dirty and they're it's not dissolving. I better check one other thing. The drain's completely clean, so. Let's try this fucking thing again. Ugh, fucking son of a bitch. Hopefully this one dissolves. Last one didn't dissolve, and I'm wondering what the fuck is going on. I'm kind of paranoid, Okay, so here we go. So, there we go. So so my cousin turns around and asks me if there's anything. Okay, here's what I want to get to you, Pee-wee. And by the way, I apologize last night. Must have really enjoyed myself. I know you left, but you were kind of confusing me, so I apologize, So, because I was asking something about the election, and we all got ourselves confused, but I won't be touching the indica or the sativa until poppy time. So anyways, that's why I'm doing my dip. But let me tell you my thing, okay? My cousin and cousin-in-law, right? They're weird. I love them dearly. So they messaged me yesterday, okay? They wanted to know if I had a hookup for a washer dryer. I said no. Figured they wanted to drive it up and deliver it to me and sell me their used set. So I turned around, Pee Wee, and I said, well, what's wrong with the other set? Oh, well, And I'm like, dude, unless your other set is broken after 4 years, 4 or 5 years, I think you should have saved your moolah in this pandemic, because if the jobs lost and the destruction and everything, apparently they just went and bought some new appliances, right? So I'm sitting there, right? My cousin messaged me and she says, how do you know about DuckDuckGo? Can you actually be not tracked on it? Well, DuckDuckGo keeps you from being not tracked much, but the problem with DuckDuckGo is it puts too much spyware on your computer. Trust me, I know that. That's why I have like the best spyware removal and virusware and everything. So she turns around, right? And so I said, well, I'm boring, basically. No one gives a shit about what I do. What are they going to do? Track me and say, oh, look at her email. She emailed this person, this person, this person, something about school, something about ordering stuff, and then I said, well, I don't know anything about the deep web or the dark web, but I hear it's there to protect yourself if you're really worried about your first rights amendments and all this crap, just, go ahead, right? And she messaged us saying, oh, well, I'm really worried, but we are already being tracked, so it's fine. It sucks. It's like, we're being tracked already. It sucks. So I was like, whatever, man. But before that, she turned around and she said she's paranoid because of the current administration, Pee Wee. But then she says, before that, she said something like, there's going to be civil war if they take our guns. Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Civil war. The only way the civil war is going to happen is, and so far, I have to ask some people. Sassy's been maintaining it for me. Has there been any riots or upheavals since the election was called? Because I haven't seen anything on the news about riots and whatever. So to me, if there is no riots, that means that we're all standing around waiting for something else, and that is something else, Oh, yeah, but she asked me if I had hookups, right? Because she was going to give me her washer and dryer. The hot water tank is a fast-acting recovery tank. So, yeah, there is plenty of hot water. And it's got a built-in heating dryer thing in there anyway. So, to me, I think, it'll be fine. I think it was just a dish detergent. And the conversation, conservatives do not ride there. Well, yeah, I don't have the hookups. I told her that. But she was thinking about either selling me her used set because Chloe has money, or just giving us her used set. But I told her no. But anyways, my cousin turns around and first she says, something like there's going to be blood spilled or something, civil war, if they decide to take guns, take our guns. And then, I wanted to explain the thing. And then in the end, she says, you don't have any guns, so it's fight or die. And I guess, it sucks to be you. That's how she put it. You don't have guns, so it sucks to be you. You're good as dead. And then she talks about it. Then she says, oh, I went and bought some dishwasher. We thought about giving it to you or selling it to you or you having it first, And then right after the whole thing about it sucks to be you, you don't have guns, she turns around and asks me about DuckDuckGo and other methods of being not tracked, right, on Messenger. And I'm sitting there thinking, you don't see me literally going around and typing in, I'll talk about it. Are we going to go into a civil war? That's something we should prepare just in case. But I'm not going to get involved in a civil war. I'm asking, is the logical answer, will we have civil war? She's asking, I'm paranoid for the future administration. Is there a way to avoid and backdoor things and everything else? And I'm thinking to myself, if you're going to fucking do this crap, wouldn't you basically be the fucking type of person that's fucking, I mean, literally, I'd have red flags up like ding, 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 but that's just my mind, you know? I mean, literally, you don't see me sitting there going, we need to prepare for, whatever. And I mean, literally, to basically say you don't have guns, so it sucks to be you, fight or die, I guess, because you have no weapons, you're good as dead. I mean, literally, and saying that on email or messenger or whatever, the government's got a fucking word list a mile long. If you put in certain words, salad words, they'll basically track you for it. Too many people lost their guns in those many boat wrecks. Well, what are you talking about? Boat wrecks? I'm talking about my family. My family says it's fight or die in case of civil war, and I guess I'm good as dead because I don't have any guns. To me, what I'm trying to say is isn't that kind of rude? I mean, it'd be like me turning around being a rude asshole to you, Pee-wee, and say, well, you don't have anything but this weapon. Too bad you're not going to survive. I mean, literally, it fucking pisses me off. I don't even think about fucking weapons. I sit back and go, knives are hard to get a hold of. They're sold out. And then I heard someone today going, oh, well, ammo, or you can get ammo. Really? I think it was Gail that said it. I have had my family ask me time and time again throughout different states from different places, emailing me going, do you have any spare ammo around? I need extra ammo. Like, I'm going to have spare ammo. I'm just going to be like, here you go, have my extra ammo. I don't need it because I don't own a gun. Literally, it's fucking ass clowns that are, literally, everyone's fucking worried about food and fucking ammo. And I'm sitting here going, what do I do? Oh, I don't think there's going to be a civil war either, but my point is this, Pee-wee. You and I are common people that I you know as well as I do. I accept and I am open-minded, right? So here's the deal. I'm open-minded. I accept everyone. Well, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Literally, that's what I think. I mean, literally, people email me like sitting around like, "Do you have any spare ammo?" No. Well, there's an ammo shortage. My cousin basically is accepting that we're gonna have Biden as a president or Harris. Fortunately, my sister says it's not over to the Supreme Court. Well, right now, everything I've looked at from the news is saying that they're, I mean, I went ahead and I actually went ahead and you said there was 293 or 291 votes. So I went ahead and looked it up. So far, it's basically stacking up on those websites saying that they haven't claimed Alaska yet. They haven't claimed Georgia, North Carolina, or Arizona. Otherwise, they're saying Biden won it fair and square. But the problem is, as I said this time and time again, they slow walked it. You go up tonight, right? It's 6 o'clock in some places, 9 o'clock in others. You look at the stats. They're still saying that some places at 99% it's not certified, and they're at 99% over the weekend. And yet they're saying that it might be till Friday or Monday of next week to get fucking, Georgia and North Carolina and Arizona figured out. To me, it's like they're fucking slow walking it. They think they got it won, and yet to me, it sucks. I mean, literally, Pee-wee, it just sucks. But you know what I'm trying to say? My point being, sis, is if you're online, okay, whatever you do, when you do something online, internet, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, they track you. I mean, I have the best firewall, I have the best router, I have the best everything set up. But thing is as I told my cousin-in-law, what do you have to fucking hide? You don't see me sitting there. I tell you like it is, Pee Wee. I don't own guns right now, and I'm happy not to own them because I don't think we're gonna have a civil war. But it sucks that they're gonna. Here's the problem with my family. Okay, every fucking family member I have. Okay, I love them to death. But the only way that they're gonna fucking lose their gun rights, and I'll tell you this, is if the Supreme Court turns around and rules, Biden's the president, Biden's the president, oh yeah. And next you know, we accept Biden, right? Meanwhile, the Georgia runoff, let's just say hypothetically, the senators in Georgia basically flip the House. Or the House stays Democratic. The Senate flips Democratic. Mitch McConnell doesn't have much to do. Next thing it's like, I'm Mitch McConnell, I have nothing to do. What are they going to first ram down the throats of people? Gun control? Stimulus package? I mean, I saw the 100-day agenda, and every one of it looked like fucking douchebags. I mean, literally, 100 days. In our first 100 days, we're going to detain coronavirus. You know what? I'll tell you what I really want, right? I'll tell you what I really want, Pee Wee. I want this timeline to happen. Probably it's my forecast. We get from now until December 8th. That's when they go to courts, do everything, argue, certify who's the president. Let's just say Biden's president. And they're like, well, we have two controls of branch. They're going to do everything they can to get Georgia. And if they get Georgia, the problem is between now and December 8th, there's going to be too many people, Pee Wee, demanding that the lame duck session gives stimulus. They're not going to, they don't care. They're like, fuck you, wait till fucking February or March. Meanwhile, what's going to happen? Two things are going to happen. Some of these family members between tomorrow, the 10th, to the 26th are going to panic. Not enough Christmas money, not enough turkeys, not enough food stamps, not enough whatever to support food. Between the 27th, Black Friday, people are going to panic because they don't have enough money for Black Friday deals. And then Cyber Monday. And then we roll into December. You know where I'm going with this. So December, what happens? Christmas. So you got Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Eve and day to worry about. Family wants roasts, parties, booze, whatever. They're going to have to make decisions. They either hold out for the government to bail them out, or they might have to give up and fill the pawn shops up with their firearms. Meanwhile, between December 8th and January 3rd, when the new Congress is sworn in, they might do something, but I bet you the only lame duck session bill that they're going to pass is fucking December 11th for the continuing resolution to get it through till, say, February. Otherwise, they're just going to kick the can down the road and move along. Chloe told me the other day I must have some serious shit in my mind for politics because she says you lay it down perfectly. I mean, literally, the timeline is we got from now until Thanksgiving. If a magical thing happens and Biden loses his throne, otherwise, Trump gets to continue. But after December 8th, they have to certify it. December 11th, they actually got to, January, between December 8th and December 11th, they got to pass continuing resolution. Afterwards, they're not going to give two shits till after January 3rd. So that means no stimulus checks, no Christmas bonus money for these people expecting it. I mean, Gail came on earlier today, and she said, well, I was in the hospital. Well, my condolences to her being in the hospital. And she brought up, stimulus. It's like, is that everything that people dwell on? I said it time and time again. No stimulus. If there's stimulus before my birthday, we'd have another stimulus. It's now what? November 9th? No stimulus. I said Kamala Harris will be chosen for Biden because she can do the best and biggest damage to the Democratic Party when it comes to stimulus checks and handing out money to sell our country upriver. Remember I said that. 3, I said that Biden would be winning. I didn't falter or flip a switch and say, no, Trump's going to do it. Now I say it's not over till the final fat lady sings. But between now and election day says it's going to be really hard on the people. Evictions, homelessness, no Christmas, no Thanksgiving, and then the pandemic. I mean, between now and when the 20th comes, and did they even say anything about Biden's parade and anything, or is he going to do? He's going to go straight to work on the 20th and not have a parade because it's it's a super spreader. I mean, literally. I mean, we got to look from now until election day what's going to happen in the timeline, and I'm trying to build a timeline. But in the meantime, we all got to look at the calendar. Let's see what she said. Who knows? But they better give out stimulus money now. There's a vaccine. But now there is a vaccine. McConnell thinks we need a smaller stimulus. Everyone hates McConnell except Kentucky. That's who voted him back in. They have to work on the budget too. And I don't. Well, you see, that's the thing. I didn't know about the budget. The vaccine, I read rumors, but it's just rumors. Of course, they actually have not counted all the votes for the Senate seats yet anyway. Somehow people are slow counting for the first time in history. You know, I was bitching to someone earlier today from England, and they said that's what happens when you have mail-in ballots. Really, I was curious about the congressional and Senate seats and the governor races and everything, because our governor is up for re-election, and if you need to know, I went Republican. I went with that other guy in Washington State, and you know why. I don't trust this current governor that locks us up just because he doesn't want us leaving the island, and we got to answer to his fucking goons. You know what I mean. Every 4 years, they have a presidential parade. They're in a little booth. They swear themselves in. Everyone lines up in the streets. As this year, it's going to be like no one goes out of their house. I mean, literally, the day Biden puts his hand on the Bible and Kamala Harris, that's when they can sit there and say everyone's going into lockdown for 12 months. I mean, literally, what I'm looking for, too, logically, is a fucking fact that between now and election day, we have time to prepare. Because once election day is done, they're going to not give us much time. They're going to lock down the entire fucking state. The only states that aren't going to listen to Republicans. Democrats will just listen because, well, they're good little donkeys. That's what it is, right? The Republicans are donkeys and the Democrats are donkeys and the Republicans. You know, I could never figure out why one is an elephant and the other one's a donkey. You think anyone there in government is left that gives a rat's ass? No. I've been saying that for a long time. You know this. I mean, literally, with everyone basically worried, the reason I said what I said about money was, it costs money for the parade. Now, if they're going to skip the parade and go straight to work, that'll be different with this, pandemic. My father-in-law said it'll take him 2 years at least to get the pandemic under control. That's why I was asking you specifically, what you think. I mean, literally. Dude, fucking son of a bitch. Put that in and put it in your damn pipe and smoke it. Sorry, people. I don't mean to be rude. You guys know I'm not rude. Try not to be rude. But shit, we're all fucking stuck, I mean, literally, I can't figure out things anymore, And that's the fucking problem, You got too many people wanting unemployment, PPP, stimulus money, and I just want to live. What really scares me is when you have someone sitting there and they're like, well, it sucks to be you if you don't have a weapon. Is that what everyone fucking thinks about this country? Not lock and load? Whatever happened to thinking about fellow man and thinking about supplies, I mean, literally, my farmer emailed me and asked me specifically what's going to happen for the future. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, there we go. Getting close to the bottom. I mean, literally, what happened to looking after mankind? Well, that's the other thing. They haven't counted all the votes for the fucking president either. I mean, literally, I saw a report tonight, Pee Wee, that said by the GOP that this election's already been done. We got to accept Biden as president. Yet Mitch McConnell, two others say, oh, no, it's in his legal right to do it. It's like everyone wants to throw Donald Trump under the bus so they can put Biden in for some fucking reason, posted by GOP. And that's where it fucking stinks to no end. I mean, literally, we're in a fucking quagmire. I mean, literally, we're in our, the good Lord basically says we should look after mankind. Fortunately, or as some people want to say, womankind or transgendered kind or whatever. The thing is we need to look at the big picture. Oh, yeah, I know, exactly. Gail said the same thing. But in the meantime, what I'm looking forward to is holding up here during the holidays as much as possible. Letting this magical virus number go through the roof and seeing how well the vaccine holds out. Now, I don't know what Fauci had to say about the vaccine, but I heard today that Fauci's not going to lead. He'll be under the Biden task force, which is really weird, I thought that was like the weirdest thing in the world, sitting there and it's like, Biden task force. I mean, literally. Get this done. Christmas is around the corner. Christmas is around the corner. Christmas is around the corner. Hoorah. Oh, yeah, I know, literally. I mean, I emailed the manager today, right? I turned around, right, Pee Wee, and I said to the manager, yeah, I said, my toilet thing broke. I said, I don't really want to take half the toilet apart to fix it. She turned around and said, well, you got the money, buy yourself a let me look at that email real quick. A shop vac, wet dry shop vac, like 5 gallon or something. She says, just fucking drain all the water out, turn the thing off, take the 2 bolts, pull it off real quick, take out the broken part, put in the new part, fix it, put it all back together, use the shop vac again to make sure you have everything good, tighten it, and she says you're done. Or I can go and spend a plumber, who I contact the plumbers that will do it. And but because there's not a lot of people paying rent, she doesn't want to do anything. So I turned around and said, hey, is there a storage room where I can remove the stove in this apartment since it doesn't work? Put in mine. And she says, no, we don't have any storage for it. I said, but the oven ain't working. Well, if you buy your own, you might as well just leave it with us when you move. Because you can't take a new stove to another apartment complex unless tell the manager, remove that one, I want to use my own. Usually management companies don't let you do that, that's what she said. So I'm thinking to myself, I ain't spending $600 out of my own check because you're a fucking tightwad that's not going to fucking do it. You're more worried about your husband's heart transplant operation than fucking repairing the fucking stove or the toilet. Well, my family, of course, they're going to get together, I think, with other people in Oregon, I think. I think they're having family come up from Texas or something for Christmas. And to me, I'm like, yeah, well, better do it before the fucking lockdown. But when I told her, aren't you worried about lockdown? She says, lockdowns? Fuck the lockdowns. She literally said, fuck the lockdowns. What we need to worry about is our guns being taken away. And I'm thinking to myself, is that the only fucking thing you're worried about? Is your fucking guns being taken away? I mean, literally. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking, wouldn't we be better worried about other issues at this time? Like, you know, them turning around and saying, oh, well, there's no get togethers at Christmas time. I mean, President Trump's not going to do or say anything until he gets, fights this. And if he loses, well, I got 2 spreadsheets left to do tonight. And then I want to do 2 spread. It's the Japanese version. Why the fuck do I want the Japanese version? Not the fucking English version, you son of a gunnos. There we go. And then I'll do a count for tomorrow's work because Chloe's going off island tomorrow to get the money for the laundry since our bank won't give us quarters. They said absolutely no quarters. And I'm like, absolutely yes, quarters. And they're like, absolutely no quarters. And I'm like, absolutely yes, quarters. And they're like, absolutely no quarters. And you're right, Christmas 2020 is going to suck. That's why so many people might pawn their guns or sell their guns to get gifts for their family, thinking everything will work out. Because, Thanksgiving's coming, then Black Friday's coming, then Cyber Monday's coming, then December comes. By the way, did anyone realize that for people on Social Security disability insurance or Social Security survivors, payments will be on in 2 payments in December, January, you don't get it paid at all. I mean, literally, it goes like this. So payment for December is December 3rd and December 31st. So we get paid December 2nd at night and December 30th at night. So 4 weeks apart. And then 2021, you're not getting paid on 2021. In 2021, they skip, they skip January completely except for the 13th, the 20th, and 27th. And then we get paid February 2nd, so we got to make it last an entire month. The December 2021 is the same. So next we get paid twice in December. So, but anyways, almost done for today. That is. Tomorrow will be more spreadsheets. At least I'm getting it done, And once this is done, I can relax. Which reminds me, I should check on my other orders too, due in for Christmas. I did some pre-orders, so it might just take a minute to look at that. One guy's a scalper, I can tell you that right then and there. People say to me, well, you must do a lot of pricing. I do, mostly games, music, CDs, movies, and you know. Some of these are fun to do, some of these aren't. Let me check on that one order. Alright, so it'll tell me exactly what's going on. In production. So these games are in production. So let's see. On deck. Okay, so we have all three of those. Okay. This one's in hand. That one's still being produced. So they'll ship that one soon. This one is in hand and on deck. So they can ship those out to me by Christmas. Great deal. This one's in production still. This one is on deck, so they can send that one out. And this one is in production. So there we go. Good to go, I guess. McConnell and Biden are asshole buddies. They go back. McConnell wants a small stimulus check. Biden gets into office, and they both decide vaccine wiping out virus. So how do we know the vaccine is going to wipe out the virus? You see that thing? Vaccine might not wipe out the virus. Enjoy. As soon as I'm done with this last spreadsheet, I might leave for a couple hours or the rest of the day since the comments are petered out, leaving me to watch TV because no one's commenting. So that leaves me with a stack of spreadsheets to do tomorrow. Well, I just love how you want this, and they always put the Japanese first. Now, you want the Japanese? It's $400. It's like I don't want to pay $400. Can they just fucking give it to me cheaper? Oh yeah. All right, so let me count my spreadsheets. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 to go out of 57. Not bad. So I'm getting it done. There we go. Well, even so, that means no stimulus for anyone, no unemployment for anyone, and no one, And in the meantime, we got 10 million people infected right now by the numbers, a lot of dead, and yet no one is even focusing on any of that, So to me, it's just a bunch of bull wonky, honky, whatever, Who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is this peon? So, Cousin said that they don't want to talk because they're avoiding political BS right now. If I understand my family as well, they're basically in a major depression. So, anyways, I should go soon. Since there's only Humblebum commenting, eventually to go watch some Cartoon President since it's funny. And I'm paying for Showtime, so I might as well utilize it. Well, I already told people they're not going to get squat, but the problem is if they keep doing this, and there's a lot of people that jobs aren't coming back. So how do we handle the jobs that didn't come back, 1 hour and 4 minutes till the dishwasher's done. Should restart my system so it's clean, so I can prepare for my Cartoon President, which I find to be hilarious. It's like the funniest thing ever, Let's move this stuff. Let's see. Family leave, alright, so that's where I'm at. Episode 4, Season 1. I watched episode... I've seen Season 2 and Season 3 of the Cartoon President, What boat? I don't own a boat. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I mean, there's plenty of boats for sale down at the harbor, but no one's buying them right now. And the whale watching boats are being basically put on furlough because they can't afford to do whale watching shows. Oh yeah, The Plot Against the President's a good movie. You're gonna love it. Too bad you can't watch the Comey Rule. That was pretty badass too. My husband had the sense of humor, Pee-wee. I never developed sense of humor. I wish I did. But my husband was one with sense of humor. So, anyways, 20. What was it? I said 26 spreadsheets. I think it'll get down tomorrow. Yeah, well, I have a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm hoping to hold on to it, and the manager's being a bitch. Plain and simple. Tells me to go buy a fucking shop vac. That means I gotta go to the hardware store tomorrow. I gotta buy a shop vac, then I gotta go fix the toilet myself. I mean, literally. And then I gotta fix the float again in the toilet so it doesn't keep overflowing, you know. Hopefully this one doesn't fucking break. Here they are protecting the whales by saying the coronavirus is too deadly and that everyone needs to basically stay home, which means no one's making any money in our tourist trap. However, Sunday I went out, you know, and when I was walking along, I talked to the owner. He's a great guy of one of the restaurants I support. And he said it'd be about 2 hour wait because all the tables are filled. I'm like, dude, I'll just go somewhere else. He's like, oh, okay, you know, you can always come back. Really? We close at 2. Well, we went out at like 10. And the damn thing was packed. So I went to another place. I sat down and I said, yeah, I'll take an omelet, biscuits, and gravy. That was it, you know. And then last night, I turned around and I jumped out of my bed at 9:30 going, oh, shit, it's Monday. I got to call Dad. I'm really. Well, he looked at me and Chloe says, you call Dad tomorrow night? And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. She says, you must have been tired. So I sat down and I put in season 2 of the cartoon, watched the first cartoon, season 3, last episode of season 3. Then I watched season 2. Now I'm on season 1, episode 4. Well, yeah, you know what Chloe said? Chloe doesn't make sense all the time. But I'll tell you what Chloe said about our tourist trap, Pee-wee. It might be the same with you. She turned around, sister, and said, you know, Rita, it's all these motherfucker Trump supporters that are getting out now and basically making sure they're out until we go into a lockdown again. Then, while we're in lockdown, no one can go to restaurants. That's what she said. You know, the owner, he's not a Trump supporter, a Biden supporter, and he looked at Chloe and he said, that's true. So everyone's going out now that we have a president-elect, supposedly. I told Chloe it's not certified, so I'm still calling President Trump President Trump. But, you know, that's what Chloe said. Tell these Trumpers they're doing whatever they can whenever. All right. I got to check on my spreadsheet. I know, what was that one spreadsheet that I had? I had a piece of paper I needed clipped to my clipboard, but I don't know where it went. Is it this? Yeah, this is the one that was on the bed the other day. This is what I got a review. So I told Hannah Bug to go sleep well. I just need to find my clipboard, which is over here. See, I'm always busy at the holiday season. Next year, hopefully it's better. Oh, yeah, I know, exactly. I mean, the manager basically told me no one would approve of you having your own stove. Where are we going to put the old one? Well, then recycle it. I'm not giving up my fucking stove because you're a tightwad. And yet, you know, I'm supposed to go buy a shop vac so I can suck all the water out of the back of the toilet, turn it off, follow the instructions, pull it all out, put it all back together, and then the manager won't have any more complaints. When it was a hook, it was fine, but we still got to replace the handle, you know. So, anyways, Hannah's going to bed, everyone. So that just leaves me to leave since Pee Wee's going to cook dinner and watch that movie, Plot Against the President. I'm going to go watch Cartoon Presidents till 9 o'clock. So, I hope you all have a great evening. So tomorrow's schedule is between 2 and 6. I will do as many spreadsheets as I can while Chloe's out getting quarters. And then Wednesday, Veterans Day, I will be personally spending when I get up to when I go to bed spreadsheet time. And then Thursday or Friday, both days, Chloe will be going to Walmart. So that means I got more spreadsheet. Well, let me put it to you this way, Fumblebum. You, even with your sarcasm, as Pee Wee says, the problem is there's 7 people viewing and only you and Pee Wee commenting. Thing is I have a motto that if the comments peter out, why should I just keep rambling on like an idiot? I know you'll come up with some type of answer there, you know. It's not a shame. It's more people aren't commenting. That's the problem, Fumblebum. I understand Pee Wee, she's got to make dinner, but with me, of course, there's no commenting. That's the thing. I mean, literally, there's 6 people. Hannah went to bed. Brad and Ivy watched secretly. They don't basically post comments. Then you have Sassy, who's not. Cam's not on. Gail's not on. That just leaves 6 people that tuned in for my discussion on the election. And like I said, in my opinion, until it's certified, Biden is not my president. So technically, there you have it. See, there's 5 people now, and yet no one's commenting. So, and what am I supposed to do, huh? You say it's shameful, but it's not shameful, you know. All right. So Donald Trump wants to fire Anthony Fauci. He should. And he wants to fire Anthony Ray from the FBI. That's cool to know. Come on. Hmm. Just a handful of Republican senators have congratulated Biden. Oh, really? This is interesting. Has everyone seen what Michelle Obama had to say on Twitter? She said, our Instagram. Let's remember that this is just the beginning. Yeah. It's a first step. Voting in one election isn't a magic wand. Neither is winning one. Let's remember that tens of million people voted for the status quo. That's because everyone believed in Trump, even when it meant supporting lies, hate, chaos, and division. We got a lot of work to do to reach out to these folks in years and connect them with what unites us. And then they asked what 5 key segments of Trumpism. Right, Trumpism, that's funny. Social conservative is seen in Trump's anti-abortion and anti-LGBT policies. Right. Neoliberal capitalism characterized by tax cuts for the wealthy and deregulation. Right. Economic nationalism, which is not inherently right-wing but can be steered that way, as Trump has. Right. Nativism in the form of anti-immigration rhetoric. He was doing the job to keep them out. And white nationalism underscored by the president's refusal to disavow racist groups like the Proud Boys. Right. A large part of Trumpism appeal is Trump's personal appeal to a lot of people. As a celebrity, as a crass speaker of truth, these see him someone who doesn't mince words, someone who really tells it like it is. Oh, it sounds like me. He's figured things out. He's a billionaire and he knows how the system works. All these elements of Trump's personality and character seem to have a lot of appeal to a big segment of the population. But I don't know if there is Trumpism without Trump. Oh, so you cut Trump out of it, there's no Trumpism. Right. Trump has a person that follows, but he's a man, not a movement, which is important. This line for Craig in America is key for me. Whether there's a politician or celebrity outside who can harness the fervor way Trump did, at least for a few years, is another open door. The president, even after he leaves office, will retain his Twitter account, and with it, the potential to become a GOP kingmaker. Two of his sons, Donald Jr. and Eric, have already promised political retribution against Republicans who don't promote their father's lies about election fraud. Right, like them two would tell them that it's election fraud. Come on, man. Literally. I mean, literally, all this is basic bullshit, I tell you. Well, hello, Higgins. Fumblebum and Pee Wee left to watch a movie and have dinner. I was about to leave since there was no comments, Higgins, and I was about to go and watch some cartoon president since I've 1 hour and 56 minutes, so I gotta make my father-in-law's phone call. That's what my plan was, but you popped in, so, you know. But there's not many people commenting, Higgins, so I don't know what to tell you. But I was just reading the news about what's everyone saying and doing right now during the election. So I, for one, think it's an utterly bullshit thing, you know. So hopefully tomorrow I will go and pick up some stuff in town before Chloe catches a ferry so I can go and do some stuff myself. Yeah, well, I have an hour to 2 hour Zoom call with my dad, his father-in-law, at 9 o'clock tonight Pacific time. So to me, it's what I got to do. So I figured, if you want to chat, Higgins, I'll stay around. But if you want me to go watch cartoons till 9 o'clock, I can do that too. So I figured that's what I would do soon. And I got to get a refill of this eventually. So, you know, it's almost lasted 3 weeks, I tell you. So, anyways, I might grab the indica tonight. That's what I might do. So, all right. Well, get some sleep then, Higgins. To the rest of you out there, please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Hit the like, subscribe button. Hold some plenty for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dog. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. And remember, from 2 to 6 p.m. tomorrow, I will be live doing spreadsheets and talking with you all about anything you guys want to talk about. So in the meantime, I will keep posting in the videos my schedule. Wednesday is going to be 4 to 6 hours live with laundry being done, and then Thursday and Friday will be more spreadsheets while Chloe's out to Walmart. And then once Walmart is done, we will be staying in for the entire rest of the month of November. Thanks, everyone, and God bless you in everything you do.